Good morning, Mr. Gul. Thanks for your time. Some European countries, including Greece, support Turkey's European perspective. The question is whether Turkey itself supports it as well. How realistic do you think it is, at the end of the day, for the accession process, or at least for a strengthened partnership between the two sides, to proceed?
Well, first of all, I want to remind that Turkey is a European country, historically, geographically, and Turkey is the founding member of all the European institutions after the Second War. Turkey's aspiration to be a member of European Union is also quite old. It starts from the very beginning. Turkey is a full member of Customs Union. As far as I know, it's the only country without being full member, but member of Customs Union. So we are very much connected. We started the accession negotiation in 2004. Unfortunately, some of the member countries blocked our negotiation process. They hid themselves behind some issues. They were not honest, in fact, for that. Since then, the negotiation process hasn't gone very well as we expected. However, what's important for Turkey is not to be the full member of it's important, of course, but what is more meaning is to be accountable with the European EU standards. So therefore, what we believe that upgrading all our standards, embracing Copenhagen political criteria, fulfilling Maastricht criteria, these are becoming Turkey more resilient and make more robust economy. So therefore, we continued in this process. Screening process was done many years ago. It's unfortunately recent years, Turkey had some domestic problems. So therefore, that tightened our hands. Now, I believe that the future is more open and the government is focusing on the issue again. And I hope that we open the chapters ourselves, close them. I know that the opening ceremony takes few minutes because the few chapters were opened during my time and the ceremony was just symbolic. So what's important? The fulfillment of the criteria.
Greek-Turkish relations are going through a period of relative calm. Are you one of those who see a window of opportunity? Or do you consider this elementary improvement in bilateral relations situational?
We are neighbors. And this neighborship will continue forever. So therefore, both sides should realize that if we cooperate, if we solve all problems through democracy, it will be good for the both sides. We had enough experience. So therefore, I think it's high time to go in this line. Wise politicians, leaders, they lay down the program in this direction. Last year, President Erdogan visited Athens, and Athens Declaration is a good framework for the cooperation. I hope that that insight will be fulfilled by the both sides. Economy is the easiest field, in fact. Interdependency is good. Therefore, I invite all the Greek companies to invest in Turkey and Turkish companies to invest in this country. In fact, during my time, one of the biggest private bank was bought by the Greece National Bank. There was another small bank, it was also bought by the Greeks. So I was very happy with these developments. So let's encourage this. In tourism, some steps were taken by the Greek government. This was very much welcomed by the Turks, and thousands of Turks are easily visiting the Greek islands. So these are all good things. I hope this direction will continue.
Would you say Mitsotakis and Erdogan have a good chemistry today?
I think so. And both of them, they mentioned this. So that's very good, you see. The leader's attitude, behavior is important, really. The relationship or strengthen them. Now, I see that there's a good climate, good agenda on the positive side. We have to encourage this, and the both leaders, they are very much decisive to continue in this direction. That's good.
The delimitation of maritime zones is for Greece the only disputed issue with Turkey. Can the two countries converge towards the goal of an agreement, since Turkey is raising other issues as well?
Well, we know that there are problems. That's not the only one. There are other problems. The good thing is to talk all these deeply, very sincerely, behind the door first. Then, if we agree on some of them, it's okay. Then, as a package, all the issues can be taken to the international court or that. Here, I want to draw the attention very sincerely that what do you concern? What do we concern? We have to realize this. You have to put yourself in our shoes, and we have to put ourselves in your shoes. Otherwise, we will insist on that. I believe that we can turn the agency as a source for cooperation.
Greek and Turkish citizens often wonder why the two countries spend so much money to military equipment, depriving them of important resources that could make their lives better. What would you say to these people?
Well, not only for Turkey, in a general principle, I don't like to expend much money on defense issues. Instead of spending defense, the world can spend this money for education, for development, and then it's heartbreaking to see that billions of dollars are being spent in the war now. As far as Turkey and Greece is concerned, if the cooperation and relations, political relations goes, definitely the spending on defense on both sides will be less. But also we should not forget that Turkey, the other neighbors in the East, South, the Middle East, so these are recently, particularly last 10 years, is not stable. There are many. So don't you think that Turkey's spending is not only raised with Greece? No. We have other concerns. We are helping to stabilize the region. So therefore, this should not be also ignored.
Cyprus issue has affected Cyprus itself, Turkey's relations with Greece, and Turkey's profile in the international community. The question is, what can be done even now to heal as much as possible this wound of Eastern Mediterranean?
Well, we know that this is one of the most chronicle problems unsolved in the world. Its history goes to 1963 and then. There were several attempts, in fact. The most serious one before the enlargement of EU. You know, in 2004, Kofi Annan, Secretary General at that time, his initiative was very good, in fact. His plan was discussed between Turkey, Greece, Cyprus, Turkey, Cyprus, all of us, we were in Birkenstock. I was there. I lead all this process. Then that was put on the referendum in both sides. It was unfortunate that that plan was refused by the Greek Cypriot side. That was a great opportunity. We missed that. There are two nations there. It's a reality. So all the realities of the island should be taken into consideration. As far as I know, personal envoy of the UN Secretary General. She is the former Foreign Minister of one of the Latin American country, I think. She is writing a report, then submit to the Secretary General. If the Secretary General sees that there is a new room for starting the talks again, personally, I don't have the official position now, but personally, I welcome this. But if the Secretary General doesn't see any opportunity for the negotiation, then I again sincerely believe that it's time to sit both sides, talk, negotiate the parameters of two separate states. How do they continue? If they recognize each other as a separate states, I'm sure that the next step, voluntarily, they will come together and they will try to create a larger scale for the cooperation, for the economy, for the interest of the whole Cyprus problem.
What possible way out of the Middle East crisis do you see?
The Middle East crisis, if you ask me that, how do you describe the Middle East crisis in one word? I would say that it's occupation. The occupation, is it illegal or not? We have to look at the UN Security Council. UN Security Council is saying that this is illegal. And occupation plus building compounds, building complexes there, and bringing people there, almost 1 million population, settlements, so-called, there, where others, on the others' land. So these are all illegal. Without looking into the core of the issue, this problem cannot be solved. So that's well known how it could be solved. King Abdullah, late King Abdullah was the king of Saudi Arabia in 2002. He declared peace plan. If these are withdrawn from the 1967 border, then all the Arab states ready to recognize and to have a full-fledged cooperation with Israel. I will add another thing is, there is an organization called Islamic Conference, Islamic Cooperation. All the Muslim countries are members of this. Iran is one of the members of that. During that time, OIC also endorsed this plan. So maybe Iran has a rhetoric now against Israel, but directly they are also ready to recognize through OIC. So therefore, I think the world, particularly the United States, should push Israel to fulfill all the UN Security Council's resolution.
What are your personal political aspirations in the near future?
I passed all the positions, all right? Now, my all aspirations to see the Turkey more welfare and a strong economy and the Turkish people to happy. I'm busy with the education. I'm busy with the cultural activities and attending some of the conferences and sharing my views and contributing to that. I don't have any further political aspiration other than this.
How do you evaluate the recent political developments in Turkey? And how do you assess the prospects for the Turkish economy?
Last years, we had some problems. And these problems affect the economy also very badly. Also, the economic policies followed last years were not very rational. After the recent election, was 2023, President re-elected again, and he realized also that the policies needs to be changed. So he assigned new ministers according to new views. Minister of Economy, in charge of all economy and finance, is very eligible man. He is following rational policies. The chairman of Central Bank is also professional and is very well. Both of them, they are following very rational policies, conservative policies, and their aim is to bring the inflation down. This is the expectation of the Turkish people, in fact. This will bring also more investment from outside. I hope that, and also believe that this policy will yield the good results.
Thank you, Mr. Gül.
Thank you very much for this opportunity.